didn't notice you there for a second. I'm Joe Talbot, and here is my opinion corner, where I beat a dead horse and try and start yelling for a few minutes to tell you that I am not happy. So, today's dead horse, the General Petraeus story. Now, what is the General Petraeus story? Simply put, an important man had a bunch of affairs and got fired for it. Why? I have no idea. To be perfectly honest, I really have no idea why it's such a scandal. Look at all the other people who've had would you bat your eyelash if your neighbor did it? No, you wouldn't. Don't say yes I would, because no, you would not. Seriously, America, I know how you work. You would not bat an eyelash if your neighbor did that. However, still does not solve the problem. Oh, and let me bring up a few other great historical figures who have also had affairs. You know, JFK, George Washington, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Not making any of those up. Fact check them if you want. You will see that I am correct here. I am not pulling stuff out of my digestive system.
Here with the Hunger Games review, Kevin McCullough.
The Hunger Games, written by Susan Collins, talks about a girl named Katniss Everdeen and a boy named Peter Mellark, and they both are forced on a journey to fight till their death. The book is suited for teens and adults, and for people who like reading books and that have action and romance. The Hunger Games will appeal to teens ages 13 and up. The 284-page book contains violence and strong emotions, so younger teens may find it disturbing. The writing is excellent, and the plot propels the reader through the book at a rapid rate. This book has been chosen by Kansas State University to be given to all of the incoming freshmen to read, so that they will all be able to discuss it throughout the campus and in their classes. It has also become assigned reading in many high schools. The book is rich in discussion points not only about government's personal freedom and sacrifice, but also about what it means to be yourself and not submit to society's expectations.
News report here with Matt Lovesco.
This week has been bitterly cold, starting with Monday when a harsh cold front moved in, cooling us down more than 20 degrees to a high in the low 60s. Fortunately, it looks like we're headed for summer again starting Saturday, when temperatures will jump up to the mid-70s and we'll get clear skies into late December. In the meantime, though, we'll have to endure mid-60s temperatures and maybe even a mild shower on Friday to cap off the week. Alright, for a quick overview of the weather map, these are high-pressure zones down here marked with blue and H. These are the fronts moving up toward Canada, up down here toward California and to the east over the Appalachians. This whole area is hot, dry air. This over here is the opposite, cool, moist air marked by L, low pressure. This is moving in up towards California, from in the Atlantic toward the Appalachians, and down from Canada toward the Dakotas here. There's also a whole mix here over the Wyoming and Yellowstone area. Over here there's this clash between the hot air coming here and the cool air coming here, causing all this rain to form over here. Here though we're insulated from all of it, even this and this. It's clear here, for the near future at least. If you didn't already have an idea of what Texas looks like on a climate map, you will after this. As you can see here in Texas, it's hot. How hot? 80 degrees and up in December hot. Only Florida can compare with the Lone Star State when it comes to higher mean temperatures. But it's going chillier, but still no part of the state is leaving the yellow, and the South is sticking in the red. The South is decently warm, keeping temps in the 60s for now. The Chihuahua, Sonoran, and Mojave deserts are bringing much needed warmth to southwestern California, which are otherwise near freezing nightmares. The East Coast, Midwest, and the Rust Belt are in the chilly low 40s, with Minnesota and the Dakotas choking on single digits coming down from Canada. As for the Yellowstone area, well, we can guess why there aren't any people there. Alright, here we go with our national current weather patterns. As you can see, the high-pressure system over much of the Midwest and Southwest is largely insulating the region from the mixed systems and stormy winds moving around the rest of the country. We'll see quiet winds for the rest of the week, and even clear skies and sunshine starting over the weekend. Wyoming's Yellowstone Park is the center of a perennial overlying storm system. The altitude and converging winds trap incoming disturbances and amplify them in a rough circle that ends up dominating much of Idaho, Wyoming, and Montana. The nearby states also get hit by it, as you can see in the freezing rain whipping Washington, Oregon, and Nevada. What's feeding the Wyoming disturbance is the wind and moisture sweeping into California from the Pacific. Higher pressure down towards Baja has low pressure moist air skidding across it to move straight into the San Francisco Bay Area. It's getting soaked. Thankfully, we're on the leeward side of the Appalachians, and it's going to take much more power for any of this to get to us. Case in point, Sandy. We didn't even get a drop. The reason for Sandy and this mess behaving like that is the pressure and moisture conflict. Hot, relatively dry, high-pressure air is moving east from us to them, which sounds like a good thing at first. The problem comes when it meets the cool, wet, low-pressure air coming in from the Atlantic, especially down here. Boom, massive storm front all over the east coast. It looks bad, but it's really just moderate wind with showers going back and forth here. Alright folks, that's it for our satellite coverage of developing storm systems. To sum it all up, there's a lot of bad stuff going around, but you live in Texas, so you're good. Tune in next week to Durfbam News for your next special weather.